Hey y'all, Eric here. I wasn't actually going to do a video today just because I got so much to do and so much to get ready for. My new Networking Plus CompTIA class starts tomorrow night. Um, but I had to jump on here. So today I got up, doing my stuff, getting my day ready, going to the gym, got some emails to send out this afternoon, checking my emails for the class and some other things. Um, Also, uh, waiting on some credentials, and it started off as a good day. And I was getting ready for the gym, going to the gym early so I can get back and do some things. And then, lo and behold, I check my Facebook page and saw all the yearly corporate Happy Pride um, announcements. City of Charlotte did one. Now that I'm part of City of Charlotte, being on the Charlotte Business Inclusionary Advisory Committee, I thank you. Cats, as much as I complain about the bus service, the train service, the but also giving you kudos sometimes. Thank you, Cats, for acknowledging my community who uses public transportation. Charlotte Water also said Happy Pride, and some other corporate areas as well. But I started reading the comments in the Cats um, Facebook based on them saying Happy Pride, and I could not help. I could not help to open a dialogue with a troll. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. And I'll set this up to remind you I am spiritual. I believe in God. I pray. Um, I believe. I'm a believer. This troll decided, and not just him, but there are some other people in here, weaponizing religion and political stuff for this month. And so I said, let's go ahead and feed the troll. I'm going to show it to you. Um, and when we go through it, I'm just going to let you know that this person, um, his picture is not on here, which is fine. That's why he's a troll. And he took some he took some of his means away. So I'm going to show you some of it. Some of it. All right. So again, this is, let me bring this up. There we go. So this right here is CATS, the Charlotte Area Transit System's post. And in some words, it says, this Pride Month, CATS celebrates the individuality and strength that makes our community vibrant. Public transit connects people from all walks of life, and we're proud to help create a system where everyone feels welcome, seen, and supported with the pride colored hearts and the progressive colors on their C. Okay. So then this guy, comes up, and his picture says Happy Patriot Pride Month, June 26th, with a burning pride flag. First of all, there is no such animal. There is no such Patriot Pride Month. No such animal. So, of course, I could not resist. I could not resist. Okay, so now his stuff is back. All right. So Facebook was hiding it. So then here's what I said. Burning the flag of a community of Americans is not patriotism. It is bigotry, which is part and parcel of the MAGA movement, and it most certainly doesn't make you a patriot of this country. I need to edit that because there are two is's in there. His response: this is good versus evil, and all you stand for is demonic, all of which makes you demonic. And then, of course, he has a picture of the devil carrying a pride flag. Now, hot devil, yeah, but still, Lucifer or some version of Lucifer and a pride flag. So then I go after him. You don't know what you're talking about. The devil has nothing to do with sexual orientation. But since you want to bring this into the realm of religion, let's go. I will remind you in Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, he clearly said that he brought a new covenant that supersedes the old covenant. Nowhere does that covenant say you or any other so called believer is to use religion as a weapon against mankind. Nowhere. I don't give a fat happy rat's ass whether you support or tolerate the LGBTQ plus community. But make no mistake, we are not going anywhere. Believe that. And history has shown that those who claim to be children of God are the very ones who use the word as a weapon. You did it with slavery. You did it. You did it to keep women at bay, and you're doing it again now with this crap. Now marinate on that. Oh, and just for good measure, I was raised in a church, so I know what I'm talking about, having studied most of the versions of the Bible and the Word. Happy Pride. Then he responds, God does not condone any of this behavior you participate in, period. All 0.03% of you are mentally ill and demonic. Well, first of all, and I address this later, this information is incorrect. First of all, the population of LGBTQ people in this country is right around 10%, give or take a percent, not 0.03%. And the American Psychiatric Association or Psychiatrists Association decades ago took homosexuality off of the rolls of mental illness. So again, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And yet again, he has a picture of a pride flag essentially being used as toilet paper to wipe this dude's ass, and you see what is supposed to be representative of feces on the pride flag. So my response to him was, all you can do is put up memes and type what you think God condones. I can assure you the God I serve loves me as I am, which you in blanket statements know nothing about. Until such time, find something useful to do with your time, like donating your time at a pantry or something like that instead of doing what you are. Serves no purpose. As for me, I'm off to the gym to take care of this temple. You see what I did there? Because your body is a temple. How's yours? And then I put my little avatar up there. And then he said, I'm at the gym too. No freaks here either. Y'all will burn in hell. Using a matrix meme. What if I told you transgender is actually a mental illness called delusional psychosis? And then I told him, transgenderism is not a mental illness. But the more you post untrue crap like this, people are going to think one or two things about you. One, you're mental. Or two, you're an asshole. Now, I don't know you, so I can't say either. What I can say is you are a liar, and the evidence in this thread shows it. Make better use of your time, or wait a minute. Nah, you just go ahead and have the last word. I noticed a sign that says don't feed the trolls, and then I put a GIF that says don't feed the trolls, and that's where this feed ends. And so the moral of this story is, and I know that I'm talking to the choir, but for anyone who is new to the choir, this is the first day of Pride Month. And granted, shit like this happens all the time, but it's prevalent during Pride Month. And I would remind you the origins of Pride. We are under attack. I'm not saying the parties need to be over, the celebrations need to be over. No, in fact, I think they need to be magnified. But make no mistake, we're in a fight. And some of us need to be the warriors to meet that fight. And so, for as long as there are people in this country who live in areas who are afraid of their lives to come out to be who they are, I will be one of those voices for those people who can't speak for themselves. I will be one of the content creators for those people who can't be who they are, who can't be their authentic selves. And I will also be a voice and a face for them in public places where they cannot be public for fear of who they are and who they want to be. And I will remind you, as part of this community, I support the transgender community. And if that makes me a terrorist in this country, then bring it. Pete Hegseth, whoever is in charge of the Department of Justice, whoever is in charge of the FBI and the CIA, come to Charlotte. You can find me. I'm not hiding, but I'm not by myself. You're going to have to round up a whole bunch of us, a whole lot of us. So while we're going around to our events, celebrating who we are, remember, we have to stand up for who we are. We do. And we are stronger when there's more of us. But remember, there's still people like us who have to stay in the closet. And as long as there are people out there keeping those closet doors closed, there will be people like me trying to unlock and open those doors. You can believe that. So with that, I will end this video because like I said, I got some other stuff I need to do. Happy Pride. Welcome to Pride Month. Happy Pride, Charlotte. See you all in the next video.